Welcome to episode whatever of the Very Serious Podcast. I'm clearly taking this seriously if it wasn't obvious by the 3-month break from the last episode. And with me today is Bailey.
Hello. Woo.
And she's here mostly just so I can rant to prevent the future mass shooting.
You know, someone asked me, they were like, Bailey, what's this podcast about? I was like, I don't know.
The decline of my mental health.
Yeah. They were like, what's it called? I was like, I don't know.
It's called Very Serious.
Very Serious. All right.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Hell yeah. I don't know what it's called half the time. I made up the name.
Oh, man.
It's not a real name. It's barely even a real podcast.
Yeah. It's fine.
I think
everyone's doing it these days. We're just trying to fit in.
I think it'd be fine to start telling people to fake podcasts. Like, yeah, I do a fake podcast. What's that? It's like a real podcast, except I don't care.
Yeah, it's like we pretend that we're being heard, but no one's listening at all.
I mean, that is an accurate representation of what's going on right now.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so I made you watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because I decided that more of my friends need to be weebs.
Oh, yeah.
And you said you got roughly like 11 episodes in?
I think so. Like 10 or 11.
Far enough to see General Hughes get shot in the face.
Yeah. Sad day.
Yeah. So what did you think of the father and the loving story of him helping his daughter bond with her dog? 'Cause I thought it was really touching.
So touching. It was so stupid because he like acted. I don't know. It was really dumb if you ask me, like, because as soon as that thing showed up, I was like, no fucking way, that's a white dog, and it's got his daughter's hair.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious what it is. It's still horrific.
No. Yeah, and then afterwards he's still talking to his dog or his daughter or whatever as if it's his daughter and only his daughter. Like, I don't even remember her name. What is it? Kimmy? I don't know.
Kimmy?
I don't know.
I'm 100%. I don't remember the name, but I am 100% certain it is not Kimmy, given that it's a Japanese show based in what is loosely based off Germany.
All right. Well, I don't know. Hey, I don't
think Kimmy is either Japanese or German.
I don't know. What about that Rugrats character? That her name was Kimmy, I think.
Rugrats character?
Yeah, there was a little Rugrats baby named Kimmy.
What does that have to do with Japan and Germany?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was a Japanese baby named Kimmy.
I'm gonna say she was Chinese, and you're being racist. Bailey's canceled.
I really hope that she's not Chinese now.
Bailey's canceled. One of us is wrong, and whoever it is losing their job.
Oh, no.
God, I hope it's me.
well, because they met them when they went to, I think, Japan for the Reptar World.
It probably is. I don't know. Regardless, Kimmy's certainly not a German name.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you're not going to meet any Kimmys in German.
No, probably not. I don't know. I really don't know anything. I met these people.
I have not seen a single German porn star with the name Kimmy. And I watch a lot of hardcore German porn, so I feel like I would have seen it by now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I really no. I met these German people that whenever we went to New Orleans, and they made me realize that I know nothing at all.
I already knew that I knew nothing at all. That's the one thing I learned from philosophy and college was that I don't know anything. But neither does anyone else. And that is important for annoying everyone in my life.
Yeah, you're like, I hardly know anything, but let me show you and tell you what I know at 4 a.m.
Oh, no, it's
on the outside of the bar.
I know that I know nothing, but let me point out that there's a bunch of things you don't know either.
Yeah, exactly. Let me help you think about it. with no real answer.
Yeah, you ever contemplate your own existence? Steve, do you have answers for any of these questions?
Absolutely not.
Nope. But you're going to want some after I ask you all of them.
Oh, you're like, that's not the right answer, but you're not getting a right one out of me.
That answer is incorrect, and here's why. Oh, okay. What's the right one? No idea. I have no fucking clue.
It's like all up for interpretation, except for the way that you interpreted it.
There's no incorrect answer except the one provided by you. I mean, that's basically what it was like dealing with my professors in college. It's like there's no dumb question. I have a question. It's a dumb question. Yeah, just like I thought it was a dumb question.
I had a teacher, she was like Russian, and I swear she had no idea what I was ever asking her because she would dance around the question and say, "We are young scientists," and then just keep going.
I had this one German teacher. She was from like East Germany. So she grew up in like the Soviet bloc country. And this woman was the like most serious person I've ever fucking met. Like I remember one time this girl was like, "How do you say like I am a cow in German?" And she was like, "Why would you say that? You're not a cow." She's like, it's a joke. And she went,
"Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch."
She went, "What's a joke?" And we just had this really awkward moment in our class where everyone realized, oh, communism's not funny.
You know, you don't like Doja Cat. She has that song.
I don't even know what Doja Cat is.
I've shown you Doja Cat like 5 times. You just hate her.
I tune out basically 90%
everything that I play.
Just 90% of the things I experience in life. I spend all my time thinking about really bizarre, weird shit or really dumb shit. Like why doesn't the glue stick to the inside of the bottle?
What's his name? John Green has answered that on TikTok. I don't remember the answer.
I don't know who John Green is. Is he related to Tom Green?
No, but I like him too.
Tom Green's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Did you know Tom Green actually had the first podcast?
Oh, really? No way.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was like way before podcasting was a thing.
Did you know that he was on Big Brother?
I didn't watch Big Brother. Big Brother is
He's on Celebrity Big Brother.
The concept of Big Brother is a weird fucking show.
I know, but I love it. I have watched it since I was like 3 years old.
Also, most of those shows are like super scripted, and it makes it like really bizarre watching them.
Probably the Celebrity Big Brother, yeah.
Because it's like someone wrote this thinking this is what actual people act like.
Well, on the normal one, like not Celebrity Big Brother, it has like 24-hour surveillance, so you could just like watch these people. Now, it probably does have like producer influence in the diary room because like that's the only place that there's not 24-hour.
Well, also they probably do tell them what to say for some of the things and then just use certain footage.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that stuff is like heavily controlled, but at the same time, they also just pick people who are like, who just want to act like absolute goons because it gets them on TV because people are fucking stupid. And so every time I watch it, it really just makes me lose faith in humanity as a whole.
All right. So if you ever see me on Big Brother in a few years, just like turn the other way.
You will be shunned.
Unless I win the money, and then
you'll still be shunned. I hate reality TV.
I do too, but like, dude, I'm so competitive, and I want to go on there.
And I do think it'd be funny to see like a former infantry Marine get put on Survivor, because like when we're in the field, we realize that for Survivor, they're not even there that long, and they're on like a tropical fucking beach. Like they're all like complaining about how hard it is and everything. If you put me on Survivor, I would just sleep on the beach in between every single challenge. Like everyone else be going through their drama and shit, and then they're all like fucking filthy. They haven't showered in weeks, and I'm clean because I've just been cleaning myself with seawater. It's a pretty effective way to clean yourself. My hair looks fantastic
like,
because it turns out I found this out in Hawaii. Seawater, fucking great for your hair. It is. So my hair would look on point. I'd be clean. I'd be glowing, moisturized.
Wouldn't you feel salty all the time, though?
It happens.
Small price to pay.
It's the price to pay to live in paradise. No fucking houses
With
or
no
anything.
drama.
I would be so happy. Everyone else would be like, did you hear what that bitch Becky said? And I'd be like, I don't know which one of you is Becky. When's the next challenge?
We've only been here for 3 days. I don't know who y'all are.
Yeah, and then everything is just like a basic like physical challenge. Like the Marine Corps was just doing all of those things drunk. It'd be an easy win. The only issue is I would be immediately voted out for being a prick.
Yeah, probably.
Or
no, but
wait
then
till
you'd
the
be one
very
of those
end to
guys.
vote me out because I don't bother anyone.
You'd have one of those guys with like an immunity that would like piss off the whole island because you'd get to stay another week.
Yeah, it'd basically just be a game of Steve's here until he loses immunity.
Yeah. Like America keeps voting you to like last another week.
Exactly.
Just because you're the source of everyone's drama, even though you have no drama at all.
They're just like, I like that guy. He seems chill. I'm just sleeping on the beach, and everyone else is like, that fucking piece of shit. God damn it. But yeah, no, reality TV sucks. Another thing that sucks is remakes. I fucking hate remakes. Like that they're having another fucking Ghostbusters, even though there hasn't been a good Ghostbusters since before I was born. Disney has already ruined Star Wars and is like, we're probably going to do it again. We're definitely going to do it again. Hey, if you're sad about what we did, we're going to do it again.
Maybe we'll do it right this time.
No. I think they're having fun doing it badly.
I'm losing track of all the Spider-Man movies. I used to love Spider-Man. That used to be the only like superhero movie that I would ever watch, and I have lost track.
Yeah, there's like 9 million Spider-Mans because they keep on remaking it every single time to like reboot it.
I think they're all about to like do a movie together with like all the different types of Spider-Man. You know,
they remade Men in Black and it was fucking terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
that. And it's because you're taking instead of coming up with an original idea, you're taking something that was an original idea and you're like, let me do the same thing again, but make it not obvious. And it's literally like that meme, the whole like, you can copy my homework, but don't make it obvious. But anyone who actually did copy homework in high school knows that to make it obvious that you're not copying means get some of the answers wrong.
Yeah, you have to make sacrifices.
Yeah, you literally have to do it worse. Otherwise, it's just an obvious ripoff.
Yeah.
And so your options are either make an obvious ripoff or make something worse.
Yeah.
So you've kind of failed from the get-go. And then there's live action remakes, which always suck. There's never been a good live action remake. Like fucking also, why is The Lion King one a live action remake? There's no real fucking lions in it. There's nothing in that movie is live. They're like, it's live action. No, it's fucking just
Phony.
different. It's just CGI instead of like beautiful hand-drawn animations. It's fucking also shit. It also sucked. It wasn't good. But like you're taking this concept of like lack of originality and you're adding a whole nother layer of like, hey, we have this animated movie. It's beautiful. It's imaginative. It looks surreal because it can do things that can't be done in real life because it's fucking animated. What if we took this surreal, amazing, beautiful thing that has lasted in people's minds for decades? It's become ingrained in the culture. What if we took that and we made it real and fucking boring? And so, yeah, Cowboy Bebop sucks.
Yeah. I've never watched any live action anything, I don't think, at all. Ever.
I don't watch them anymore. Like people are like, "Did you try watching the Cowboy Bebop one?" No.
Nope.
And if you see a clip of this video and you comment, "Hey, well, actually, it was really good," and you would know if you don't watch it, fuck off, nerd. I don't care. You're wrong. You're just objectively wrong. It sucks.
Even if you did watch it, you wouldn't like it. I thought you did watch it and you didn't like it because that's just what I was expecting out of you before I ever talked to you about this.
Well, it's literally just nostalgia bait for cucks. if you like the Cowboy Bebop remake, you are a nostalgia cuck. You're being tricked into letting someone else fuck your girl. You could just watch the original Cowboy Bebop, and instead you're just watching someone else fuck it. Literally, it's terrible.
Oh, alrighty.
Yeah, so that was basically the whole reason this podcast was planned, was just so I could rant about that, because if I'm being honest, I fucking hate that live action remake.
Did you like the Death Note one?
I didn't watch that one.
I didn't watch it either.
To be fair though, I didn't like Death Note. Like, I get why Death Note's really popular, and it's not bad.
It just got tiring to like track where the heck the book was and who is, the current Kita, or whatever. However the heck you say it.
My issue is there's only one character I liked in it.
Who was it?
The weird detective kid.
L.
Yeah, L.
I loved L. And then, spoiler alert, he dies.
Yeah, once L died, I was like, I don't really give a shit what happens in the show anymore.
Yeah. I didn't even make it to that, and then I was like, oh, well, also, thanks, I'm not going to start it again.
Also, the whole series can be summed up in a single JoJo meme. There's this one JoJo meme where it's like, you have outsmarted me, but I have outsmarted you outsmarting me.
Yeah, that's basically, yes, yep.
And that is basically the plot of Death Note.
Light's thinking way too dang hard. I liked his little blonde girlfriend, though. I can't remember her name, but I thought she was great.
I liked Attack on Titan because sometimes I have to like stuff that everyone else likes.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not intentionally that guy that just when people are like, oh, I really like this popular thing, I'm like, that sucks. It's dog shit. I don't try to be that guy. It's just that a lot of the stuff most people like sucks.
But so like you don't genuinely like Attack on Titan though?
No, I fucking love Attack on Titan. That's what I was going to say. There are some things that everyone likes because it's actually good. There's some things that everyone likes because people are told it's really good and you're supposed to like it. And so then they watch it and they're like, well, I didn't really like it, but everyone else did. So I'm going to say it was good. And then it just basically turns into a fucking hostage situation where everyone's like, oh, what are you talking about? I actually really liked Space Force. I was really glad to see all of the same jokes I already saw in The Office done again the exact same way with basically the same actors, but, worse this time. I thought it was really fantastic. Like, you end up in those situations, but there's some things like Attack on Titan that are just genuinely good. And everyone likes them because they're good. Yeah.
Man, I every season I forget that I'm watching the same show because like it has so many like different bits to it. I don't know.
Whenever I like watch a new season, because I'll usually binge watch it, I'll usually just start the series over from the beginning so I have the full context of everything. Mm-hmm. Because I have too much free time. Mm-hmm. Because I don't spend enough time working on this podcast. My editor's like, hey, have you uploaded the latest episode? And I'm just saying they're rewatching Attack on Titan. Like, I'll do it when I wake up in the morning. It's like, it's 5 a.m, bro. Please.
Yeah, I was wondering where it was, but I was like, I'm sure that if he did anything with it, he would have said something about it.
I'm just gonna get Trent to upload them. It'll make it way easier.
Yeah, probably.
I am incompetent.
Just pay him a little extra more.
It's weird. The more responsibility I've been given as an adult, the less competent I get with the things I care about, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, tell me to do more stuff.
But yeah, Attack on Titan is just one of those things that's just like genuinely good, but goddamn, is it also really depressing.
It is. Oh yeah, because you just like keep finding out more and more things. And oh man, and more people just keep dying. You're just like, are there any people left that like are alive? Are they all like fighting for their lives right now, or are there any actual just like citizens left?
There's one scene that always really stuck out to me as like deeply fucked up, where it was this scene where it's when the trainees are in the city and the city gets attacked by Titans, and it's like their first time having to like actually fight them, and like the supply warehouse gets fucking overrun and everything, and there's like these like 3 of the cadets are like locked inside this like supply shack thing. And there's Titans outside, and one of them is like freaking out. And one of them pulls out like a musket and he starts laughing. It's like, it's okay, I have this. And the girl looks at him and is like, hey, I don't think one musket's going to be enough. And he starts laughing, and then you just see a gunshot and his brains like splatter all over her face.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that scene makes you like viscerally uncomfortable when you watch it.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, you don't know that people are coming to rescue you right now.
Well, even if they did get rescued, watching the rest of the series, you're like, nah, I don't know if that guy made the wrong choice.
They probably would have died later on too.
Probably would have died like 2 episodes later when they left to go out to the forest, and the fucking female Titan was punt kicking everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. She was. I keep forgetting about her whereabouts, but she's by far probably the best of the abnormal Titans.
I don't know. I think the armor Titan's pretty sick. That guy looks fucking jacked.
Yeah. No, I think he's only good because wait, the armored. So that one is the really strong one, right? Like
Yeah.
not the main one, right? I keep forgetting the names of them all.
The one that looks super jacked.
Yeah. So no, I think that he only does well because he has like his hard exterior. I don't think that he does well because of his skill. Because
But
the Attack Titan has almost beat him several times.
Yeah, but isn't the Attack Titan supposed to be like one of the best Titans?
Yeah, but he isn't well trained. And even whenever he's not well trained, he almost beat him.
I mean, the Attack Titan beat him with a jujitsu move.
That Annie taught him. See, Annie, I still think that Annie's one of the best. I think Annie was the best.
I kind of want to see how the series is going to end. I haven't watched any of season 4 yet because I won't watch subs because I can't read.
I know. No. That's my problem too. Okay. I can't do it. I don't know who the heck is talking. Because they all sound the same to me.
Racist.
No, it's not even right. They're all the voices sound like the same high pitched thing. And I can't do it.
I can distinguish the voices. It's literally just that like I like to do other stuff while I watch TV. Like I want to be able to like scroll through Facebook or eat food.
Yeah, see, I recognize their voices.
Yeah, I don't want
in like, the American, version or whatever, but like
I don't want to miss an important piece of information because I made the mistake of drinking water. Like,
yeah,
hey,
what
what happened? I missed this big plot twist. How could you miss that? I was thirsty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. doesn't really float my boat. Also, as aforementioned, I cannot read. That does make it harder.
Well, I am the type of person that has on subtitles and like has the volume up high.
So for Netflix, it is hilarious because Netflix will, when they do the subtitles, they don't do the subtitles for the dub. Mm-hmm. They do the subtitles for the sub. Mm-hmm. And so if you put on English subtitles and you have it in English, you're getting the subtitles are the direct Japanese translation into English, and then the dub is like what they recorded instead of that.
Yeah.
And so like for Full Metal Alchemist, there was a ton of racist shit that was cut.
Oh.
That I didn't notice until I was watching on Netflix one time and the subtitles were turned on. I don't think you've gone.
No,
far
I've heard a bit of it already because Granny said something one time.
Well, so there's one guy later on in the show. He comes from a Eastern country, and he's like, most of the characters are supposed to be like fill-ins for Germans. He comes in from a place that's supposed to be a fill-in for China, and throughout the series, like, because I always watch the dubs, they call him foreigner a lot. And on the subs, apparently in the original Japanese translation, they called him what was it? Like slant eyes and stuff.
Oh. All right.
Which is just actually racist, but also it would be like it's not something that I can make any criticisms over, because that's like when I look at all the fucking annoying people doing country music at the bar, and I go, God, I fucking hate white people. Like, I'm pretty sure if you're a Japanese studio, you can make as many racist jokes about Asians as you want.
I suppose.
It's just funny because I didn't notice it the first few times I watched it, and then I watched the subtitles on, and I was like, oh.
No, there was definitely, nice. If it wasn't Granny, it was like a guard or something like that was talking to someone else, and they made some sort of, they called them something where I was like, oh man, that was kind of racist. Well, but I guess
the show does cover topics like racism. Like it literally covers genocide. Later on in the show, it goes over that, like the what was the land? What was the name of it? Something with an I. Ishvala.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ishvalan genocide. Yeah, it's also really cool because like it's a show where like a lot of the good guys aren't good, but they're not bad guys, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like they all have good motivations and they want to like fix things, but like literally half the characters you find out partway through the series were like willingly took part in a genocide.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. The whole show is about ethics, and I just think it's really cool how they did, but it's also just a fun show to watch.
Yeah, cool like colors. I mean, because they committed genocide to prevent.
Well, they committed genocide for reasons that they didn't understand because they didn't have any control at the time.
Yeah,
and then as they ranked up in the military and got more power, they realized that it was for nefarious reasons and were upset about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
yeah. Kind of like how a bunch of people joined the military to, defend America after 9/11 and then realized that it was done by the CIA.
Yeah. You're like, ooh, this is messy.
And now they're not happy.
Tear.
Now a lot of people are just not happy. You know, it's something else I hate.
What?
I feel like that's a good transition, so he can cut that.
Yeah.
Now that I said this, it'll make it harder for him, but whatever. He can leave this part in. It'll just make anyone listening very confused as to what got cut. But one thing I hate, I found this thing on TikTok where it's morbidly obese people shaming fit chicks on TikTok who talk about being insecure about their body.
Yeah.
And this might be a toxic behavior on my part, but I used to pump myself up for the gym by reading papers written by fat acceptance activists. I would just read papers about how like being morbidly obese is perfectly healthy, and if you don't want to be obese, then you're a shitty person. And I would go and I would work out so fucking hard. I'd be like, let's fucking do this. And and yeah, I watching these like really, really obese people be like, how dare someone who didn't turn themselves into another fucking planet be insecure about their looks. I'm allowed to be insecure about my looks because I've fucking devastated my entire body. How dare you have normal fucking human emotions when you're built like a normal human? And I watched those videos and it has the exact same appeal. As soon as I watched them, I'm like, man, I want to go to the fucking gym.
That's pretty much how I feel because, like, I'm so small and then I'm like, yeah, I'm trying really hard to, like, gain weight and I only weigh this much. And everyone's like, oh, my gosh, why are you complaining? I wish I weighed that much. I'm like, I'm too small, man.
What's funny as a guy is if you're not, like, super fat, dudes who are fat will try to use the fat that they're fat to be like, oh, I'm bigger than you. It's like, well, yeah, You're physically larger than me because you're like 35% body fat. But if you removed that 35% body fat and we compared everything else in us, I would be bigger.
Yeah. I used to have a boyfriend that was 6'3", so almost like he was like a whole foot taller than me and like a whole other 100 pounds bigger than me. But I was definitely stronger than that man.
That's embarrassing.
Like, I know. Like, I used to have a roommate that had like a pull-up bar. He could not lift himself, and I was like, easy peasy, you know? And so I was like, you should be able to like...
My ex-wife lifted a man out of the gym. I felt so bad, but also like so proud of her.
Why would you feel bad? Be like, that's my lady.
She crushed that boy's soul.
That's fine.
So like...
Did he deserve it? What'd he do?
He didn't deserve it.
Well, why didn't you do it?
Well, so we went to this gym and it was pretty empty at the time. It was just me, her, and then like this other guy there, and we were doing chest, and he was also doing chest, and so like we were doing.
She's like, give me space.
No, we were doing we were doing dumbbell press, and my ex-wife used to do like competitive cheerleading, so she's like this tiny blonde cheerleader chick, and if you work out a lot, like. Incline chest press is harder to do than flat bench. Like if you're flat and you're like pushing straight out, that's physically easier than if you're pushing like upwards at an incline. And so we were doing incline bench and he was doing flat bench. And he was like trying to do 30s on flat bench, and he looked over and she was doing 30s on incline with relative ease. So he went to do 35s, and there was only one set of 35s in the gym. So he tried, and he got like 3 reps in and literally couldn't, and went back and like, I wasn't making it obvious I was watching. I just people watch. But I saw him, like, he looked so defeated, and he went and put them back, and she was not paying attention because she was just in the fucking zone. And so right as he puts these 35-pound weights back, she goes, oh, excuse me, are you done with those? And he was like, yeah. And she went, oh, I'll take them, thank you, and grabbed them, and then went and sat down on incline and cranked out like 15 reps with the fucking weight that he couldn't do 3 on flat bench with.
Yeah.
And I just saw this kid. He was like a pretty tiny kid, like clearly just started lifting, just like hang his head down in shame and just walk out of the gym.
Aww.
And I felt so bad because it's like everyone starts somewhere. But at the same time, I was like, God damn, that was cool.
You shouldn't compare yourself to others. Like, I mean, don't make yourself feel bad. Like,
I mean, you shouldn't compare yourself to others when it comes to like if you're trying to better yourself and they've been trying longer. Like, obviously, they're going to make more progress than you. And so it's okay to like realize that everyone starts somewhere and work towards bettering yourself, but you should compare yourself to others in the sense that like, hey, you should probably improve yourself.
Yeah, like as motivation, but don't like make yourself feel bad about yourself.
Like I hate the whole like concept of like you are perfect the way that you are, because no, you're fucking not. Nobody is.
Be better. Always try and be better.
Like, I'm not fucking perfect, and I try to get better. I don't do a good job of it, generally. Generally, I get worse. Every time I learn from one mistake, I make a new, unique mistake. But
it's like I'm learning too much.
But the point is that, like, I still am trying to improve, and you should too.
Yep.
Well, not you. Also you, but you.
I'm not good enough.
And that seems like a good place to end this episode. Tune in next week to find out if Bailey becomes good enough.